Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film a memory spread for the week of May 18th to the 24th in my Recollections planner from Michaels, and I'm going to be using this kit from Station Stickers, who is no longer open. I do apologise. I have a couple of kits from her that I kind of had scheduled out before she announced the closing, and so I was like, oh gosh, okay. I'll use these, but I will try and see if I can link any kits that I think are similar design to this in my description below. So this is called Morning Serenity, and it is a photo kit with silver foil in these kind of really muted purples and greys and pink tones. Now I forgot to order a la carte the full box sheet, like the boxes sheet with all the half boxes and labels and quarter boxes, which the kind of stuff that I use regularly, so I don't know what I was thinking. So I have pulled in some extra boxes. So I have these boxes here from Cozy Paper Co, just in like a light pink and a light purple, which will go with the kit and kind of lighten it up a bit. And then that's some icons in silver in the same purple as the boxes. And then I also picked up this Plannerface Celebration glitter add-on. I was looking through her glitter add-on stash and looking and seeing which would go best, and I think these three colours here, so this one and this one, would go, and then I'm saving this one for a kit called Tea Party that I'm going to be using a little bit later on down the line. So hit subscribe if you want to see what I end up using this pink glitter set for. So yeah, so I'm going to go through this and probably talk live, and then we'll see how I get on, and yeah, looking forward to using this kit, so stay tuned. I'm going to start with the bottom washi. It does come in the two big strips, I believe. Oh no, it is cut, so we need to kind of figure this out. So yeah, I'll put this one down first. These are nice thick strips, so we'll go up to the line so I can hide that line there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And do I go all the way across? I have two Monday through Sundays, so maybe I don't need to. Well, if we do, then I can just always add it back on. Try and line this up. There we go, so it's centered. Awesome. Now for the top, because it does come with date covers, and this really pretty mauve, but I don't know how big they're going to be. They're not going to cover. Oh, it's so slight. What I might do is pull in the Solid Bows Simply Gilded Silver Washi. I don't need to turn my notifications off. But yeah, pull that in to add on. Look. So the week that I'm planning, the week I have a 4-year-old, his birthday was last week. If you didn't see that, I used a Gruffalo kit and it's just magical. I'll link it below. And yeah. Whoa. I'm gonna get washi stuck to me. And this was the week of my granddad's funeral, so that was on the Tuesday, and I have to say, considering we have to be like only a small amount of people can actually attend, 10 could be allowed in the chapel, but they do have a really nice large outdoor area that is covered with like a speaker outside, which meant that actually all my cousins were able to be there with our partners, and that was just amazing. It was very strange not being able to be in the chapel or being able to comfort anybody, and I thought that was going to be worse than it actually was. So yeah, but we were all able to be together, even if not, we weren't able to be close together. And it was a beautiful day as well. The sun was absolutely shining, but it wasn't too hot that standing in black clothes was going to be a problem. We did all wear black out of respect. He was a very traditional man, so that kind of makes sense for us. And we met at my nan's house to start with, in the garden, at at this point we weren't allowed to be in gardens just yet. We weren't allowed to meet, but a funeral is an exception to that rule, and so we were able to meet at my nan's house beforehand, just to be with her and just, you know, be comforting. And yeah, and then we headed down to the chapel, which was actually where we said goodbye to my dad as well, so it means a lot. The crematorium, it's a beautiful place, absolutely stunning. So yeah, okay, I'm going to move on from that. Thank you for letting me share. And just going to start with this side, but I think I'm going to use this one at the top with these beautiful dried hydrangeas. I actually have dried hydrangeas that look very similar to this, although I have also got some blue ones as well, which is beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to use these headers here, let's say like this week. So we use that, and a Monday through Sunday. I don't know where I'm lining it up. I've kind of chosen a middle of the road type thing, so this is really going to be awkward. Oh well. And then I think I'll do little things. For this one, just to mark, I don't know, something special that happened. And then I also want to use this box here. Can I fit that in with it? I can fit it without the header. And then the rest of that washi. Oh, I kind of want to cover the dots. Cute. I think that works. Yeah. Okay. So moving into the day by day then. So how many did I want to use? I have 3 sets of headers here, which would work for these bits, and then there's these glitter headers here too, which I think are just a little bit dark. I think I'm going to use the pink ones for the top of the 4 boxes. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to use these strips of washi to cover up the gap. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to save this. Don't worry, it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to save it for another spread. I'm going to put it somewhere safe on this, I think. Oh, these stickers are peeling up well. Okay, that's good. I want to use this to cover the day of the week and the first header, because I didn't want to use the glitter headers that came in the kit, mostly because I don't like the texture of the glitter. I'm really fussy. So yeah, some do really tightly packed glitter, and it's, you know, that's them. Another one of my favourite shops is that, and I just can't get on board with it. And then others do a much looser kind of texture, larger texture, and that's the one that I really like. So like Plannerface's texture. Oh. Okay, so we'll peel it off nicely, and I will save that for another day, I promise. Hopefully you'll see it in another video. You'll be like, oh, it's from there. Okay, cool. And then place this one. I'm hoping this will go the whole stretch. I believe it should do. Yeah. Oh, a little bit extra. Using my craft tool that I stole from my sister. I have to say it every time. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh gosh, there we go. Right, now we can do the full boxes. So let's find my sheet. So we have 2 with pink flowers, the window, 2 kind of paler ones, and then 2 So this one needs to go in the middle. Oh, come on. There we go. And then I'm going to put a miscellaneous one. Oh, I love this tray. It's so pretty. Although that cup of tea is just too pale for me. If it is tea, give me some more richness. Then we'll do the wine, and if there's a mug on that side, I'll put the mug on this side. And then the chair. I mean, this just seems like the perfect morning, isn't it? I've got a journal here, macarons there, so yeah, so this one needs to be on this side. And this one needs to be over here. Thank you. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Okay, now we can, oh sorry, big shuffle there. Move on to the day by day. So first things first, I wanted to use a header first. I wanted to mark that I uploaded my plan with me this day. So for that I'm going to use one of these boxes here from Cozy Paper Co. I'm going to start with the pink, or do I do a purple? I'm going to do a purple. This purple, I'm a bit unsure as to whether it's too bright or not, but I think if I use it enough that it will meld together is my plan. So to mark my videos this week, I'm going to use a Clever Gal Crafts heart. So I'm going to use this colourway, which is Merry and Bright, and the reason is because I want the white one. It's kind of like an off-white colour, which just goes perfectly with this. So yeah, bit of a strange combo, but yeah. And that was to mark my video going up, my plan with me. So my plan with me went live. I'm using my Simply Gilded pen. This is actually the one from the Candy subscription box. I think this was January 2020. And then I wanted to add a checklist. So the checklists are 3 heart checklists, but I wanted to cut them down. So make them kind of chunky, but it's okay. So here's a checklist here. I'm just going to centre it in this space. Really do with my tweezers, but they're downstairs, and you know. Oh, you can hear someone coming up the stairs. And this is to mark that my son did his work, and I saw my sister. Oh, here we go. My little dude. He wants my laptop, but you can't ever have my laptop, so I don't know why he thinks he can have it now. It's interesting. So we did some work with my son, so I'm using a functional deco from the kit to mark that we, he actually did his 3 R's, I'm very pleased to say. He did his reading, his writing and arithmetic, which I know isn't the 3 R, isn't all beginning with R, but you know, you get the gist. So yeah, then I want to do another glitter header. Kind of thought about colour blocking, but I suppose I could do it for the headers. Maybe. Okay. And then, so we did the 3 R's. My sister came and gave my son his birthday present. So she sat on the driveway and we talked about what was going to happen the next day and all that kind of stuff. And then I also got some Happy Mail Well, my sister was there, so like the postman was like, and we're like, it's okay, you can just hand it over, it's fine, it's not a problem. So I'm just going to use this envelope sticker again from the kit to mark that I got half a mail. Oh, I'm just realising, I think there's a script that says half a mail. Oh, no, there's not. Whew. Okay. Then I did an Aldi shop. I actually went to the supermarket. This was the second time I think I'd been since like March 23rd. So yeah, so kind of a big deal. And from the Cozy Paper Co icon sheet, there's a grocery bag here. So I'm going to pull that in to mark that I went to Aldi. There we go. And then the last thing I wanted to mark was that me and my husband just chilled and watched like the show, the Dungeons and Dragons show that we watched together. And yeah, we watched that. So I need to pull in another header. And I think if I can't remember if I colour block, I don't think I get. So I might use this one. Just the one that we watched. Critical Role down here, and I can't remember what I was going to use for the icon for that, because we watch it on the laptop, but I need the laptops for other things. And maybe the date thing, like it's a date night, that'd be cute. There we go. I'm going to try and use as many of these icons as I possibly can. Because although I love using icons from other shops, I like using the ones that come in the kit too. I just think, you know, it's good. Oh, this is going to be white. Okay, so then moving on to Tuesday. So Tuesday was my grandfather's funeral day. But before that, I knew I needed to set some work for my year 7s. So I wanted to pull in this flag along with the laptop icon from the kit. Yep. To mark that I had to get my year 7 stuff. I was like, if I can, year 7 stuff isn't published until Wednesday, but I knew if I got it done that day, then it didn't matter what happened this evening or the next day, I could get it out of the way and it wouldn't be bothering me, like I wouldn't have it hanging over. So I finished my year 7 work and set it to publish the next day, just so I could not enjoy the day, but not have it hanging over me during this day here. So now I'm going to use a Plannerface half box, and I'm thinking, I want to bring in some purple on this side, so I'll bring in the purple, and I just wanted to use the little heart icon here just to kind of mark, yeah. Now, I don't know whether Grandad's supposed to have a double D in the middle of the word or not. I've never written it like that. It's like Granddad, not Granddad. I don't know. Could you call your granny Gran? Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's how it makes sense in my head. So that's how I always write it. So yeah, mad I know. Right, let's get this header down. And then afterwards, my son came up to me and he was like the cutest thing. So he was like wanting to buy this Star Wars game, and it's like 40 quid, and we were like umming and ahhing over it. He just had his birthday, he got in a game then, and you know, he got some birthday money left over, but he didn't quite have enough to buy the game too. And he was like, oh, I would like some more money to be able to buy, you know, this game. And he came up to me, we're in the garden, and he just came up to me and was like, Mom, I think I should sell some lemonade so that I can buy my game. So we made a lemonade stand. So yeah, it was the cutest thing. We created a banner from this like roll of like paper I got from IKEA, and yeah, we made some lemonade. Found a recipe on, I think it was from Tesco. We made some lemonade syrup, and then you top it up with like soda water, and which I happen to have. And then yeah, we sold lemonade on the road. We didn't sell it to like random people. We were as careful as we could, and it wasn't like selling it either. My uncle and my sister and my mum, they all came, and they were like, you know, donating money to my son's fund so he could buy this game. He made like £8. It was mad. So yeah, so I want to write the people that came. So Vicky and Graham and Megan, and then my mum came, and my nan. So my nan is known as Nan Nan to her great grandchildren. So, because that's what I called her mum. Like, so my nan's nan, my nan's mum, we call her Nan Nan. I don't know, it's a thing. But anyway, yeah. So he got himself some dollars. Now I was going to use these ones. Got himself some extra dough to go towards his fund, as it were. So yeah, super sweet. He kind of was like, I've got a great idea, Mom. I'm like, shoot for it. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. So yeah, and then the end of the day, we had a bath night and chilled out, and we watched some Dude Perfect, which was just perfect. So the kids had their bath. So I'm going to use this soap icon because it's just super cute. And we watched Dude Perfect, who are becoming a go-to on an evening for me and my family to sit and watch, which is just fab. Okay, so we'll move on to purple. I feel like this is taking a lot longer than it should. Okay, I'll try and move on. Okay, we're in 20 minutes, so yeah. Okay, so first things first, I need to mark that I had my Zoom call. So I'm going to use a cozy paper coat for that, which needs to be the pink one. I used just before. I had my Zoom call. So I'm going to use the purple laptops here. And then I film edited and upload a plan with me as well, which was good. So I'm going to use a checklist to mark those, and I do have the scripts from Station Stickers to mark that as well. So let me grab those out. So, film, edit, and upload. So again, I'm just gonna pull in a Clever Gal Crafts heart to mark that video. But this time I'm gonna use the poinsettia. Oh, sorry. My poinsettia and this light pink, because I think that will go really well. There we go. To mark that upload there. And then the afternoon, I spent most of the time going through the boot camps. So Jordan from Fun People Free, she does productivity boot camp and budget boot camp, and she offered them for free during the month of May, which was so incredibly generous of her. And so I spent a lot of time this day going through all of those videos and I realised I was going to use the same icon here. What was I going to use for Zoom? Oh, I had a different icon I was going to use for Zoom. Can I get this up? Please. Yay. Okay. So that's for that. I was going to use the meeting icon. There we go. There we go. Oh dear. Dear, dear. Okay, cool. And then the last thing that I wanted to mark, I'm going to mirror kind of... Oh, we are matchy matchy. Yeah, that's fine. Is that... I offered to DM for my husband and his friend. So he was originally going to be part of my birthday Dungeons and Dragons session, but he suffers with like kind of social anxiety and things, and I'm very like, you know, very wanted to make him feel comfortable and things, so we're like, oh, that's okay, but I'll tell you what, why don't I DM for you and my husband, and it's just a little game, just the three of us, and I'll DM and you and Mark can play. And he was kind of up for that. So yeah, and we had 3 sessions and it was great and he loved it, and yeah, just meant we could he could play still, and not have to worry about other people that he didn't know. Kind of, you know, I've met him, my husband knows him through work, and I've met him a couple of times out in social situations where it's just been the 3 of us or the 4 of us with some other people from work as well. So yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna write videos. Do you use any? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Okay, anyway. Just having major stress there. Right, let's do pink. And yeah, so Thursday then. So Thursday morning, I was up at 4 a.m. Who knows why? I kind of wanted to... It seems to be a pattern on a Thursday, not gonna lie. I was up fairly late that night because my husband had his happy hour with work, which is why I was able to ask him, like, do you want me to DM? That's fine. So yes, I was up at 4 a.m. I have no idea. Like, it just does not make sense. This wasn't even the day of the Phoebe beep, which I think happened here. So this is another time. And I wanted to use a similar thing, like an alarm clock, but they didn't have one. So I'm kind of thinking I might have to use the stopwatch. That looked weird. I'm using it. And yeah, so I just carried on watching the bootcamp videos. I did oh no, that's exactly the same colour. I watched the block schedule, which was super cool, and then I watched some of the budget ones as well, so like just to kind of like give myself a break a bit in between. Can I fit a header? No. Okay. And so yeah, so I watched the block schedule one, which maybe I'll use the date sticker for. Yeah, I'll use the other date. Tomorrow watching the block schedule. And then, yeah, I was watching some budget bootcamp as well. Which is super good. Okay, get in there. We're getting there. Okay, so then in the afternoon, I crashed out. I just crashed. I don't know why. I was just, maybe it's because I woke up at 4 a.m, but it got to like 4 p.m. and I was in the middle of making dinner. It's like I was stirring, I can't remember what we had. I was doing something, I think it was like pasta, and I was just stirring the sauce, and I went into the lounge and I sat down and I fell asleep. And like my husband had to sort the sauce out and get everything sorted, and I was just asleep. It was pretty crazy. I was exhausted, so I'm just gonna, and then I slept the whole night. So I should have had my family. In case if you've been following me, you know that on Thursday evenings we have a big family get together with my family, my mum's family, and I slept through it. Just slept through it, just having a clue. I was exhausted. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's an icon for that one. I think I was going to use a different icon that I have in silver foil, I think. Just flicking through my cozy. I don't think I have a specific pillow one. I thought I did. And the Simply Gilded icons don't have this pillow. Okay, I'm going to bring in another one in just a second, but I'll leave that till the end. So yeah, so I just crashed out. I just crashed. I was gone. Out like a light. So yeah, okay. So then we move on to Friday. Because that's what happens next. So I'm going to use my purple headers. And Friday morning, again, we had my Zoom call with work. I had it every day apart from there, but I had nothing else to mark. So I'm just going to, just finished my camera. I'm just going to mark the Zoom call again in the same way that I did on Wednesday. So bringing in the, oh no, this time I'm going to use the laptop sticker. There we go. To mark the Zoom call. Oh, hello. Zoom. And then another 3-heart checklist. Ooh. Okay. And that's to mark the jobs that I did. So to DM, I DM'd this evening, so I needed to print off the frozen stick module that we did. So print the module, I printed off the kind of monsters, so I had all the stats, and then I printed off loot and spells and stuff. Because I tried to do one I did one from the computer with my husband, the Sunless Citadel with my husband, and I used the computer and it just did not feel good. Like I was flicking through things and it just didn't feel organic and just wasn't loving it. So yeah, I wanted to pull in, I wanted to print everything off so I had it all in files so that I could flick through and find things and then talk about it and scribble on it and all that kind of stuff. And edit and make notes and things. So yeah, so then I had to do some studying of all of this stuff, and then we actually played D&D. So it was a pretty heavy D&D day. So a D&D day. So I'm gonna pop the half box there along with another pentagon. I know it's like a hexagon. I saw, who was it who was used hexagons for their D&D, and I can't remember who it was. It was someone I've recently came across on YouTube, and they used a hexagon for their D&D dice, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's inspired. I can't remember who it was. I'm so sorry. I did comment on the video, so if you're watching this by any miraculous means, please let me know who you are. I'm sorry, I forgot. So yeah, I did want to use this print sticker to mark the printing, and then the D&D, and then the study. So I did some studying, and I'm going to use a sticker from Plannerface. I think I might use this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, mark studying, and I'm going to use this little notebook to mark that I was studying for this, and then I'm just going to pop a glitter header in between. Cool. That looks cute. So yeah. So study. We did the free one from D&D Beyond called The Frozen Sick, which is based in Wildman, which is a Critical Role world. And so that's just all the things that I enjoy about D&D rolled into one. Okay, home stretch now. So this weekend then, Sunday morning, I was still in D&D frame of mind, and I watched all of the Between the Sheets on Critical Role. It's like, it's kind of like a behind the scenes interview with all of the main people, and I loved it. I watched them all. There was 7, I think, and I watched all of them, and it was fab, and I loved it. And I was going to use a play button, but I need to grab that from my stash when I get this. So, Beneath the Sheets. And then it was my cousin's daughter's birthday on this next Tuesday, but she was supposed to have a second birthday party here on this day, and we couldn't, unfortunately. Obviously we can't get together and celebrate and something like that, and so we had a tiger who came to tea party, although I forgot, and so it was just me with the stuffed dog. And everyone else had these really cute tea setups, and I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna write birthday tea. It was so cute. She was all decked out, and it was fab. And considering I'd missed like that Thursday, I felt quite bad. So I'm sorry for missing that and not participating as much as I could have done. But yeah, but I know she had a really lovely day, so that's good. And then I'm going to do a checklist for Saturday afternoon. So yeah, so my mum came. I had a good conversation with my mum. She just wanted to check that I was okay, because obviously I'd like missed Thursday, wasn't prepared for this one, so she wanted to see if I was okay, and I told her I was good. She asked if I was pregnant, which she always does when I say that I'm tired. I'm not. And yeah, then Mark made some more caramel popcorn, and we had burgers for tea, which was really good. We had homemade burgers, which was really good. So, oh my gosh. And we ordered them from our favourite takeaway. So our favourite takeaway is actually a fish and chip shop. But they do like pizzas and kebabs and all that kind of stuff. And they also do burgers. So we ordered burgers. I had a chicken burger. My son's had just like hamburgers. And oh, it was good. Oh, it's good. And then, so I'm going to use a Plannerface. And then we watched the backstage pass for Dude Perfect. And oh my gosh, they did not put a tier warning on that. But it was amazing, and I love the guys, and it was just fab. I don't know what to say. I kind of want to use like one of these icons, because they're like do trick shots and all that kind of stuff. So we watched Dude Perfect backstage pass, and it makes me love these dudes even more. Like, it was fab, and knowing that we can watch these guys with our kids is just an icing on the cake type of thing, and I love them as well. So yeah, and then finally Sunday. Sunday I had my Zoom call, washed my hair. It's now become my routine to wash my hair on a Sunday before church. It's kind of funny, they kind of comment on it too, which is really cute, sweet. And then we have my hair up in a turban, like, you know, in like a towel, wrapped up in a towel. So yeah, so washed my hair and then did a lot of watching of YouTube as well. We watched some more Do Perfect, I watched some more Critical Role stuff, watched more D&D things like Handbooker Helper and Dungeon Dudes. I can't remember the last time I watched a planner video. Oh dear, which seems kind of mad because that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, so all work no play, Handbooker Helper, and Dungeon Dudes. And then we had a afternoon tea party for my cousin's wife to be. I think that's who she is. No, she's yeah, well, she is my cousin's wife to be. But it's her birthday this day, and also it would have been her hen do this weekend, and she was due to get married later this month, and obviously that all got cancelled, so we had an afternoon tea party with her and her mom, with our cousins and all that kind of stuff, and it was just absolutely lovely. So we had, my mum brought round scones and fruitcake for me to have, and she also brought round some gin that she'd bought me, like it was like a peach and orange blossom gin, and it was absolutely divine. So we had a kind of afternoon tea, and my cousin's cousin got her and her mum and Alice an afternoon tea sent, and it was just looked amazing. It looked phenomenal. It looked so good. So yeah. So let's pop in another one here tomorrow, and then at the end of the night, as we do on any other kind of Sunday evening, we played Dungeons & Dragons with my cousins. So yeah. I'm going to use the grey. Yeah. I don't know what we're called. We haven't got a group yet. We need a name, really. Just a band of adventurers at the moment, but yeah. I need a wash hair icon. Do you use a spray bottle? I'm just going to use a sponge. I don't wash my hair every week, more than once a week, because it's too thick. And in all fairness, it lasts very well. Like, it doesn't really look that greasy, even if I wash it on Saturdays. So I don't need to, and I don't want to waste resources doing something that I don't need to do. So yeah, so here we go. The final plan with me, I just need to add some date dots and then these two icons here. So I've got my play button from Harriet Wright Designs and a pillow from Samantha May Sticks. And then fill in my sidebar. And then that'll be it. So I am going to leave it here. Oh, did I want to add the camera sticker? Yeah, let's do it. Loved how many of the icons I used in there, which is awesome. I do have all of these date dots and things. Oh, and that other full box, which is so pretty. And the weekend banner. I'm going to use the weekend banner. Okay, and then I'm going to sign off. And it's going to be a 50-minute video. 45-minute video. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. And I hope you give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you in my next one. So thank you guys. Bye.